who has managed to buy this Pragya motor, and after 2 hours, the person uses the motor and works. So anytime after closing, the person, you see him with the motorbike. On weekends, the person goes. In the evening, the person goes. With that, gradually, the person has purchased about 6 of these motorcades. And at the end, is Pragya motor. And at the end of the month, now he is earning more than from his main work that earns him money. And through that, he has started putting up a building and creating additional wealth. So this poor time management is also a factor that is giving us more idle time not being utilized, and lack of utilization of the idle time is actually preventing us from getting financial strength that gives us the investment approach that will take us create wealth, which is also good against poverty. So that is one of our problems. We can also say, in fact, one of the major reasons for people earning salary but actually living in poverty is the inappropriate financial management planning, resulting in failure to invest in assets that appreciate. Most of our financial plans are bad. We don't. The man has reached, they are taking salary, is there. All that you do is that you start spending. But ideally, at the end of the month, if you are taking your salary and your salary is 3,000, at least about 10 to 20%, maybe 600 Ghana cedis directly into an investment before you start spending. But immediately we get the money, we start spending. Immediately we get the money, we don't actually plan how we want to use the money. We don't even keep records of these expenditures. And before we are aware, even the month will not reach. Before 20th, our money is finished. We have to start combing a different way that we can get additional money. So our inappropriate financial management planning always results us to invest in assets that do not appreciate. Some, like I'm saying, some people get money, they start work, young guys, they have started work, earning money. The first thing he will think of is to get a private car. For what? What is a private car for? As you started life, you are thinking of luxury things without thinking of making an investment. Meanwhile, somebody at that young age immediately gets the money, start buying land. And one of the assets that appreciate more is real estate, landing property, these agricultural lands, and these things. So when you get money and you start investing in assets that appreciate, when I say assets that appreciate, it means that assets that gives you expected future returns, or that has the potential to give you money one day. This is where we actually need to invest our resources into. When we do that, it means that we in the future things will be better. What I want young people to understand is, if I earn 2,000 Ghana cedis today, and I use the 2,000 cedis today, next month I get 2,000 and use the next 2,000 next month. The following month I get 2,000, my actual expenses is 2,000. What about if there are emergencies? What happens? Because we don't have backup. So if there are emergencies, in case sickness, you fall sickness, in case your business profit falls, in case you are even stuck from work, in case you lose your mother or your father, you are going to perform funeral. In case things happen that are emergency situations, what will you do? So our challenge has been that we actually don't plan our money well. And this is why we are in poverty. The small money you are complaining that my money is small. Somebody is earning money just like you. Somebody is earning money less than what you are earning, but the person is investing in assets that depreciate. So what is happening to your side? It's a clear indication that you are actually not managing your finances well. Until we start managing our finances well, until we start making investment out of whatever we do, we will continue to remain in poverty. I want to actually focus on this aspect of proper financial management. This is what we need to do. And it involves planning and it involves investing the small amount. Do something with your limited time. Invest something that will appreciate. Use your money for something. And I always talk about the 50-30-20 rules. At least whatever you get, 50% for your need, which last we discussed about the difference between the need and then the want. 30% for the want, and then at least 20% for investment. So don't get money and use all today. Don't get money and use all this month and expect a good future. But if we actually want to come out of the poverty bracket, whatever money you get, please invest part of it in assets that you please do business with them. Please find something to do with it. And when you do that, going forward, things will be better than we are seeing it today. It is not, it takes an effort for you to go out of the poverty bracket. It takes a sacrifice. It takes greater sacrifice. You have to sacrifice today so that future life will be better. But when you refuse to sacrifice today, when you refuse to invest today, when you refuse to make proper planning today, the repercussions of future poverty, the repercussions of future hard times will catch you up as you move forward in life. So let us invest today so that tomorrow we will be out of the poverty bracket. Thank you.
Quite interesting. I don't think I need to ask you any further questions with this explanation you've given as to what we need to live. But if you give me a summary in three, then we can wrap up.
So, Madam was say, Anopai, near Canina, and say, I didn't see a nipa bibri here, Juma, who some Omodia Katia, and so did the air, nay, here, intimate sister. The mission in our answer, and you did time. You can't say you will be a year to my Bosumi or Beji at Katia, if I said 3,000. And so Bosumi Lujan of a 2 discover 4,005. And he said, would this saying you win an idea? Not just open how that. And he said, Tika wood dinner, Tika wono. Then a woody, as a two Sikana wood in a yaketwa essence Sika woodina. And the same Usika something bia no share Usika wood in ye. Sikana woodino, can ye, so would this Sikana brony wunya. However, also. Oh, and then if I so your lifestyle, Abrabono, send a yabo Abrabono, I say you live with big, you say you pay your home, you say you my hostel, you say dear who say you see ye. Yema, what more did you see country in our way? Ubi to win the semi Toby, Jumamu, Sika, me Kotoka, near way, can't cry a cow, they Bible life. Also, yes, and you soon a brano, send you see a boy a brano, and also a hard drink a crap. Obey when na what broke a baby, Eddie Gusto. Hana Obroyan, so one fine yard, papa. And you won't say to be a pressure also. Put your lady now, I send this stick to two, to say the I double. Eddie, would not be able to saw for years, the now emergency. Dear, Sika crowd in the airway. It says, Kana Unya Yana Wedi, Unya Yauna Wedi. Sika Wajia Ufi says, you won't mean Fangerino. Obia says, Ganadia Bobra. Ube so be Nisika Busumi or just 3,000 Ganas, Namide Sika so, Mintimi Fanya Shio, Mintimina, Obi so just ask 1,000, no, Bisania would you know. Almost to me at the DSTS, at the Ato Pradia, at the Ato Motokin. Edi aye adwuma bia eno so di sika ebre no na make say minim teacher ni bia onu ni sika na wonya no wa stebu kaka saa akoto pragia minu ka say owo pragia ba ko ba ku isia bosumi beso no saa enyuma no owo no sika na de bre no eso se sika na woje bosumi kwa no eso se no ebre so e for ebre nya fe ideal time Uye Juma, Obi a nurse ni, Waya Juma, Wakon night, Obi or 3 days or 3 days or the bed just is on fire. What do you just say? A friend told me to your page, maybe be a oh, Nami knew be cancer or a nurse, maybe Sana, and I using common and I may say, be said. What 3 days now, they just painting out the idea. A year commander was set to crown a war in the abandon to say, could do. Amango ne saa nneɛma no na wafa wo bi kura na nipa ne hwɛ ita man ka wo off no o de kɔtena hɔ a wosu bɛ so ne sika wanya hɔ no na ɛso nti ɛsɛ ya ayɛ use ya gyene no na yɛtumi hwɛ sɛ adeɛ bɛn na metumi yɛ a mebre yɛ aka ɛda hɔ kwa yi yɛn na metumi bɛ ɛde bɛyɛ a ɛno so bɛboa me ama manya sika kakra de aka me sika ho na wotu hɔ na woda saa na wonhyɛ da nyɛ hwɛ a obi kura asɔre a obi ni adwuma ɔsɔre a ɔda da mu wada. Now, do say them a wadan, go better than a way. And you money now so high. Then you do more into money now, and say, photograph inappropriate financial management planning. So, yes, me and she say, and she say, ye, who see as she can hold the out the alcohol. And one say, watching, who could know who said you or never, no water. I knew plans will plan on the water. Every 20 minutes, you can cross. Then I will plan it. And the stars to buy way, yet the traffic, yet the bobra, oh, yeah, then I will pursue with you. Over him. And if you cannot wish to say, son, or being soon as you can be the bobra. And let us a woman now, as a soul share, you cannot use to know our brabon, send you see the brabon in Faso. Say, I yes, I deal with ya, a bush for your best name near you. Your mobile near my Becoswa say, Eddie Amaye. Nti ne ye kan na ne se ye anye ye sise ye ye hwe sika so ye me kan bi se ye fa 50-30-20 rule anya adwuma usika ubenya no niema ehia pa no temu mienu na fafa ye 60% ne esa bema wasitemu ani ade no for 20% na save 20% 30% save 20% edi sika bia ubenya bia no me se ohwe se ube save sika ni bi se wan save sika ni bi na ne wubenya ne ne asbusu medini na bosu me beba ne ebenya medini na bosu be tosu mienu sano wodi ni na na seto asem bi to a obeye dey enye mbosi na abekọ akobo wo na kadi wonim saa ka bede wonim saa e dia kwa kusie yiye enti se ye pese ye hu toye na ye feed ye mu dia ene ye sha se finne ika na ye nya no ye nya hihye ye papa emfa wane ne de asetemu asumdue ni asitemu ahoto ebebre ye ewo ya asitemu beda mase anoface
yes you beda see Ija Foster Otin Amwako say also within church brain on that to impart the life of our viewers and that's a part that's nyame adoma ebesamba. We'll be talking to Foster Martin. We go for a break. When we return, we'll read a few text messages that has come in and then we wrap up today's edition of the Morning Focus.
What a glorious, glorious God we serve. I am inviting you to our moment of miracle service every Tuesday morning. Every Tuesday morning. It's a time of prayer for healing, deliverance, for miracles, testimonies. It's more of a healing and prayer service. And God still heals because Malachi 3:6 says, I am the Lord and I change it not. As he did in the days of John and Peter, he's still doing it in our days. And so I'm personally inviting you and I'm willing to receive you in the house of God this very Tuesday for the moment of miracle service. As you come, if you are sick, come. If you are troubled, come. Evil attacks, Tuesday morning is for you. God bless you. as we see you this Tuesday. And I want to encourage you. I'll always be on MBN TV, and also keep watching me on all our social media platforms. God richly bless you. More direction, call the number on the screen. Remember this, even though we have churches all across the nation, especially the villages, we are located in Nungwa, Adogon. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.
All right, so welcome back after that conversation with Foster Otina Mwako. Let me go to Abdullah Rahman Modem to find a comment. What do you make of the conversation with Foster?
I think conversations like this should be encouraged across all socials, because I mean, in fact, I've learned a lot from him this morning. That I mean, you don't spend more than you earn. And I mean, you should always make sure that you divide your salary into 2 portions, save, rest, and what use the rest
three
for
portions.
Yeah, 3 portions. Then use some for saving, some for your daily rounds and other stuff. I think financial education, I mean, is very important, very prudent in making sure that you become financially stable. Because I mean, a lot of us, especially with the young ones, we think, I mean, living lavish life, I mean, guarantee, I mean, a better tomorrow. So I think we need to encourage some conversations like this on our social media platforms, because I mean, it will go a long way to help people that really wants to, I mean, have a better future or a better life tomorrow.
Having a better future, a better life tomorrow brings us almost 10 more minutes to wrap up. But there's a birthday wish here. Let me wish the person I come to you. I'll pick your final comment. What do you make? Before you leave us, I know you are pressed with time. You also have other engagements. Finally, looking at what the conversation we have, what do you make of it that the parties should be looking for it to do as a wrapping up comment?
Yeah, so as I wrap up, and as our topic for discussion this morning was all about building a consensus, I mean, efforts in our national building or running the affairs of this country. It is very important for us to, I mean, center our conversation on nationalistic, I mean, agenda or attitude, because you don't see a country become sustainable, you don't see a country develop when there are no consensus efforts from one meaning party that's supposed to push this particular agenda. So I think it is very important for either NDC, MPP, CPP, PPP, or wherever or political party you are, any idea that you have on board, I mean, to govern this country. And I like what, I mean, Alan Chamantin did when he lost the 2024 election. You know that he paid a KTC visit to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to present to him his, I mean, his nationalistic what movement agenda or plan that he wanted to govern the country with. I think these are some of the things we should be encouraging. Let's bring all meaning, I mean, Ghanaian together to push this particular agenda. Our parliament should be up and doing. Our parliament should be able to pass laws that will bind political parties, that will win power, to make sure that they continue from where their predecessor or continue from where their, I mean, previous government starts from. And as I always say, NDC government will be one of the government that will be remembered for always championing initiative and policies from the MPP or from the previous government. When you look at from education to health, when you look at from infrastructure and other stuff. But MPP will always, I mean, be a party that will do the otherwise. We look at, I mean, the roads infrastructure that the NDC started, the Eastern Corridor Road, when they came, they abandoned it, and I mean, it had a lot of implication on the citizenry or the people living at the Eastern Corridor. When you look at the education, the E-blocks, when they came, they abandoned the E-blocks and other stuff. So I think, I mean, we should let, action speak. We should let the value for money speak, and we should make sure that we should always protect the taxpayers' money, because at the long run, there are those that will bear the long-term consequences of this particular implication, and we don't want to lose the investors' confidence as far as this country is concerned. So we should put everything aside, party colors aside, and push this national agenda.
Putting party colors aside and putting this national. Let me read this message that's coming from Capito Gorsumentia. It shows clearly that come 2028, a massive win for the NPP, because JDM and the NDC has totally failed. In this sense, in regards to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Honorable Mavis Hawakunshin, and Justin Frimpong Kodia, the General Secretary of the NPP. Let me ask you this. Has the NDC failed, according to your man, as a wrapping up comment?
In fact, my brother is a Capito. He's just airing his, personal opinion, and his opinion doesn't even have any way to hold to the truth. Ghanaian people are observing, Ghanaian people are witnessing the transformation across all sectors as far as NDC, is concerned, or our government is concerned. We have been a political party that took over from an economy that was branded as a junk economy. NDC government took over an economy that had an inflation hovering around 54%. Now, what's our inflation rate? NDC is a government that took office from MPP, who brought our dollar to cedi hovering around somewhere 16 to 17 cedis. What is it trying to say? Now you go to the market, you know that goods are stable in the market. You not for the past 8 years that when you are going to the market and you are holding 200 cedis, knowing very well that you are going to buy this particular commodity, you go there and come back and you go back there again, the prices has changed. That is the track record of MPP. We're in this country that journalists and media were not able to express themselves freely. They curtailed the rights of media personnel. But today what we see, the narrative is different. That shows the difference between NDC and MPP. So he should just find somewhere and sit down with his opinion. And I know that the Ghanaian people are watching, and 2028 they are going to reimpose the confidence on NDC to continue the good work they are doing. The big push is happening. The 24-hour economy is on its pilot phase, and the markets are all ongoing. When you look at our health infrastructure, we realize that the health minister is up and doing, our education minister is up and doing, our foreign affairs minister is putting Ghana on the globe stage, and when it comes to international reforms. So, and I know vehemently that Ghanaian people are impressed with the works of the NDC. And to conclude with, let's look at the recruitment of the national security service. You realize that for so many years, 8 years now, Ghanaian people have not even seen that the security service, that is police, fire service, and are selling phones. But in NDC government or NDC regime, we have seen that there has been efforts to let the people with the protocol also have access to the security service, and that is the difference between NDC and MPP. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Abdullah Rahman Amodin, joining us from the NDC. Has been the person I've been hanging out with, and I want to say a big thank you to you. Till we meet again. But in wrapping up, let's do this birthday wish that we can walk out of the studios and say happy 60th birthday, Dad, Dr. Nana Collins Edu Bempa Brobe. Today we celebrate a wonderful father, respected lecturer, a counselor, traditional leader, the devoted elder of the church. Your wisdom and guidance continue to inspire many. May God bless you with good health, strength, peace, and many more years of happiness. With love, Na, your daughter. And this one is coming from Na, your daughter, to Dr. Nana Collins Edu Bempa Brobe. Happy 60th birthday. We wish you long life, we wish you good health, and we wish you plenty money. Enjoy your birthday with the blessings of God that comes with the new age. And that is it for our birthday for this morning. edition of the Morning Focus. We're wrapping up, but if you have, in the absence of anybody, I want to say a big thank you. So if you have any call to call us now, it's 053-715-8638. 053-715-8638 is the numbers you can also join.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Maximum.
Yo, Major Sobinia.
Yo, I could see about to put my job in my Bamington. We pass there. The jamming up of muscle. That was the boy who was black and Japra. So, in fact, I'm your forecasting the picture Ghana for. I feel no say no correct. I'm keeping also me, I must go to me and a crepper. Crep me raffle. I'm on my Ghana. The baby has again to be that and the good war. Ghana. Anything to make it to me a pro. To make I have 200 back to 1,000 pass. A pro, I take you a pro. At 1 penny for this so. And people in the platform now. But this one, you was never say about one Catami. But one share, or back cast money up. Now, beg your book, the investment in yet. You so you different crop for investment in yet. Now, what is quite national? The company put it with the sworn. If you have some bad pan, some could go to attract school of Mukanyans apart by no board of my Ghana. And people with your can crew. And the Ghana for you now come with your PPC. Whom would the people in this is Papa and no more bamboo you tell me. No, the young NDC for. At the end of the year, you and Wapa. Most of them are saying, and then this is one call. This is Martin to Bonham. I'm going to say, before Colombo young Antuko. Now, by a dinner away. If you mention it, one shall be cut and bone.
Mate, Medasi. I think this is where we wrap up today's edition of the Morning Focus. I want to say a big thank you to my guests who came through, Apostle and also Abdullah. To my team, it's been a wonderful time being with you from this morning. To my viewers out there, I really appreciate it. My callers, my testers, we love you all. My name is El Samuels. Have a good morning.